Bolo! All right, before we get started, if you guys are looking to get an MPC or if you're looking to get anything for your studio, make sure you guys go ahead and click my link in the description and head over to Zounds.com. Zounds has MPCs on the site and they have a whole bunch of other stuff on the site as well. And you can get a lot of things on the site with no credit or background check, meaning you can order it, they will ship it to you, and then you can just make monthly installments on your items. All you have to have is just a credit or debit card hooked to the account, and that's pretty much it. Now, it's not everything on the site, but it is a whole bunch of stuff on the site that you guys can get right now by clicking my link in the description and getting you some gear today from Zounds.com. Now that you got your gear, you need to protect your gear, and Analog Cases is the #1 place right now to get your gear protected. They have cases for just about everything you need in your studio, and they have dope stands called the XTS stands that you guys can use while using MPC 1, your MPC Live 2, or even your machine. These stands are professional, they're made of steel, and they will protect your gear to the utmost while using the equipment. And they're perfect for traveling as well. So if you guys need to get your gear protected, go ahead and get you a case from Analog Cases. And if you need a very dope stand, go ahead and get the stands right now as well. So if you want to get any of the items, click my link in the description and get your gear protected today. All right, so I'm gonna do this without any cuts or breaks, so please just bear with me if I mess up. I'm just trying to have a candid conversation with you guys. Okay, so first things first, I understand that some of you guys are upset that the standalone units have been updated and that the software has not been updated yet for, the 3.0. And they added some new sounds in the standalone version and all that stuff like that. And it just seems like they just been neglecting the software. And I know some of you guys have been upset. I have been watching videos and I have been seeing what you guys have been saying. However, we have to understand this, and EA Ski actually put this in perspective with me a long time ago. And we was on the phone talking about it, and I was like, hey, Akai needs to do this, and Akai needs to do that. And he was basically telling me, you got to understand that Akai is a standalone company that just so happens to do software. It's not like Native Instruments where they're a software company that just so happens to do a standalone unit with the Machine Plus. So we have to understand that Akai was always a standalone type of a unit. Okay, starting off with the MIDI production center. That was the first thing with the Roger Lynn. It was a MIDI production center. That's what it was called. Then they changed the name to a music production center. And then as years went on, they made some more great machines. And then in the 2010s, the early 2010s, that's when they switched over and they started doing the software stuff with the 1.0 series and the 2.0 series, and then everybody was hoping for the 3.0 series, and it never happened. And I get it. I understand that you guys are upset about it, but we have to understand that they are a standalone production company that just so happens to do software. And I think that over time, a lot of the consumers were buying these new standalone units, okay? And a lot of people have been producing more on standalone units. So you got to understand the direction that they're going in with this is that right now, most of the consumers are looking to get a standalone unit. Now, does it mean that they should not upgrade it? No, I still think that they should upgrade it at some point, but I think their focus now is more so on the hardware side than the software side, which it kind of sucks. I get it. I understand. And I understand using software is a bit easier. I know you can do more things by, clicking the mouse and everything. I'm more of a standalone type of a person, but I know there's some of you guys out here who really rely on controller mode a lot when doing it. And I've even seen like on a few of like the pages on Facebook and stuff like that, some people putting pictures up of their controllers and saying, is this even still a thing in 2025 and stuff like that? And I believe maybe at some point they will update it. I just don't know if it's going to be anytime soon. I don't know anything about it. I even tried to quiz Andy about it at NAM. He doesn't know nothing about it. I don't know nothing about it. So we don't know nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? I know people asking me like, what's going on, man? We need the 3.0 for the software version. And to be totally honest with you, me personally, me out of 8 billion people in this world, I kind of like what they're doing with the standalone units, because basically right now you can use the standalone unit just like a DAW. Like everything you can do in it now with the 3.0, you can do it exactly just like a DAW. You just got to understand how the new workflow is. And I think some people are not used to new workflow, or they just don't want to get to know the new workflow. But, you know, it is what it is. Everybody has their own thing, and you can't knock somebody for doing their own thing. However, with the software version, if they did update it, I will say this. If they did update the software version, it needs to be a complete overhaul. Like right now, the software version is cool, but to me, it just seems a little clunky, and it just seems like it does not have to be the way it is. Like they can easily do a software version like pretty much all of the rest of the programs with more of like a linear type of a way. And this is something that I've been talking about for years with the software version of being in a more linear type of a fashion. I was actually cool with how the standalone version was. I never really said that it needed to be like, you know, a update with the standalone versions, which I did. I probably did mention a couple times, but I was actually cool with where we was at. Like if it didn't change, I wouldn't have been too upset. I've always said in controller mode, in the software version, we need to have a linear type of a way of doing it. So I think if they did upgrade to the 3.0, it needs to be like a complete overhaul of the whole program to where it just makes more sense with the new 3.0 that's already out right now in the standalone units. Now, is this going to happen? I don't know, man. Usually I get some intel or something. So if they are doing it, I don't know nothing about it. They're keeping it very tight lip. So I don't know nothing about that. Now, with the new 3.0 update on the standalone units, I know they're going to have some more updates and some more bug fixes and stuff like that. But so far as the standalone units, for all of you guys who like to work in controller mode, I don't know. I don't know if it'll be anytime soon. At least that's what I'm getting. But I will say this, one thing about, the MPCs is if they work good, they work. You know what I'm saying? The cool thing about it is they have so many different things in standalone to where if they did add something, it probably wouldn't just be like this huge splash. Like it'll be just maybe some GUI situations where they might change up that. But pretty much there's everything inside of standalone that you can do just like any other regular DAW. It's just the MPC way of doing it. If I could say it like that. It's kind of a weird way of trying to explain it, but it's just the MPC way of doing it. But this is the other side of it that I want to address too. Now, what I don't want to see is Akai updated, the software version to the 3.0, and they might switch everything. And then you get a whole bunch of people coming back saying, oh man, I liked it better the old way. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like damned if you do, damned if you don't. So if they did upgrade it, and this is a question I want to ask you guys, if they did upgrade it, would you want to see like a complete overhaul of everything? Or do you guys kind of want to keep it the same way and just fix a few things? Me, I'm expecting a whole overhaul with that. But I want to know what you guys think. Do you guys want a complete overhaul, or do you guys just want to kind of just fix a few things? Or, you guys let me know in the comment sections, like, what do you guys want to see? So maybe somebody from Akai could be watching this video and they could be saying, that might be cool or not. But you got to understand, you know, with these updates, it takes a team of people to do this. I'm not somebody who knows how to program like that. So, you know, just writing code, that's more than enough to try to learn. So, you know, these things take some time to try to get right. Okay, they take time. Even in the standalone version, writing one code can affect another code and all this other stuff. So it takes a lot to do that. So, you know, it could take a little bit of time, but just stay patient. But I'm going to be honest with you guys. If they do upgrade the 3.0 software, and for everybody who's saying that they need this 3.0 software, if they do upgrade it, don't come back saying, oh man, I don't like it. It just ain't right. It ain't this, it ain't that. No, that's what you asked for. So, hey, you know, if it comes, pause. If it comes, you know, and it's upgraded, you got to be happy about what they do. You can't be around here all upset. But as of right now, to be honest with you guys, I don't know if any software updates are coming or nothing like that, but we shall see. We shall find out. So I want you guys to let me know how you guys feel about the whole current state with Akai, how they're focusing on their standalone versions more than their software stuff. And do you guys really think that they need a 3.0 update for the software? So you guys let me know in the comment section. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys learned something from it. And like I always say, peace out.